Right now, the U.S. is sending thousands of troops to the Middle East after its targeted killing of a powerful Iranian general. The strike marks a new escalation in Washington's conflict with Tehran. Tonight, the Iranian regime is promising to retaliate. CBS's Skylar Henry joins us live from the nation's capital. Skylar, what's the latest?
Well, I can tell you that, as you mentioned, thousands of troops are headed to the Middle East in order to protect the Americans who are over there. We heard from the State Department earlier today, who are asking all Americans to get out of Iraq altogether, either book a flight or try to find a way safely out of the country and not to seek shelter at the embassy. Now, earlier today, we heard from President Trump, who said that these airstrikes were done to stop a war and not start one.
President Trump spoke on camera for the first time about ordering the drone strike that killed Iran's top security and intelligence commander.
Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him.
The U.S. had been tracking 62-year-old Qasem Soleimani for a number of days and decided to strike in Iraq. The general was the architect of decades of terrorist actions in the region. The U.S. blamed him for a rocket attack that killed an American in Iraq last month and for last week's attacks at the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad.
What the United States did yesterday should have been done long ago. A lot of lives would have been saved.
The president remained at his vacation home in Florida as the strike unfolded. He ordered the operation without congressional authorization, and lawmakers are divided in their reaction.
This morning, Iran's master terrorist is dead.
Republican Senator Mitch McConnell said Soleimani had operated for too long without constraint.
I'm encouraged by the steps the U.S. military is taking to defend American personnel and interests from a growing Iranian threat.
Democrat Chuck Schumer said no one should shed a tear for Soleimani, but questioned the long-term fallout.
This action may well have brought our nation closer to another endless war.
As Iran's supreme leader vows revenge, the U.S. is sending about 3,000 more troops to the Mideast and advising all other American citizens to leave Iraq immediately.
And Tracy, we've heard from lawmakers all day who say that Soleimani was indeed a terrorist, but they just question the timing of these attacks and were concerned that Iran may retaliate in all of this. We also heard from Georgia Senator David Perdue, who put out a statement on Twitter, who said that Soleimani was a threat to the region and also said that he was ruthlessly orchestrating the deaths of countless Americans, and now justice has been served. So again, a lot of lawmakers just concerned about the timing of all of this, but they do think that Soleimani was indeed a terrorist. Tracy?
Yeah, and some here on alert. Skylar Henry live for us in Washington, D.C. Skylar, thank you.